Good afternoon for everybody except those in Pacific time that got another half an hour to go. So, do you notice how whenever I do these videos in the day, how it looks like I just live in a smoke-filled bar or something? That's the camera, because I do vape, but yeah. I notice that every time I make a video during the day, it looks like I'm in a smoke-filled bar or something. Anywho, so as some of you may recall, we had sounded the alarm on COVID early on. Back in 2019, when even U.S. media, both the liberal and conservative media, were both denying anything of the sort going on, we were reporting on it, and we were telling you to keep an eye on it, that I thought this was going to be something big. We were one of the very first people actually to report on it, and I have no shame in saying so. I just felt a little funny about it and just had that gut feeling, you know? And since COVID-19, we've had a plethora of different viruses that they've given their warnings about. Obviously, the monkeypox thing, which, you know, it's pretty easy to avoid that one, considering. However, there have been several other viruses. I know they've talked about Marburg and didn't Ebola even come up again, I think, for a short time? So there were several viruses that came up, and they were, in my opinion, trying to scare people or keep them scared. And nothing really came of any of them. The only one that's really gotten anywhere is monkeypox. And again, at this point in time, it's pretty much with a certain population. As long as you're not one of those people, you're probably going to be all right. However, we have another virus that's being reported now. This virus is giving me that same gut feeling that COVID did. So I want to issue a very, very heavy heads up on this virus. Please pay attention to it. I'm not saying be scared or anything like that, but just pay attention to it. I'll link, obviously, the article in the description of the video. Let's go jump on over to said article. As you see, headline, Outbreak of New Virus Reported in China. Says at least 35 people in China have become infected with a novel henipavirus that apparently spread from animals to humans, setting off alarm bells in neighboring Taiwan over a potentially dangerous pathogen. Taiwanese laboratories will need to establish standardized testing procedures to identify the Lenya henipavirus, or LayV, Chuang, I can't say that name, Jinxiang, and I'm sure that's way wrong. Sorry, sir. Deputy Director of Taiwan's Centers for Disease Control told reporters on Sunday. Genome sequencing of the virus is expected to be completed within about 1 week, he said. Chiang made his comments 3 days after the New England Journal of Medicine posted a study on the newly discovered virus, which was detected in China's Shandong and Henan provinces. All of the affected patients had high fevers, while at least half were also experiencing fatigue, coughing, loss of appetite, and a drop in white blood cells. More than 1/3, this is the part I really want to give the heads up about, more than 1/3 of patients suffered liver failure and 8% had kidney failure. The study said LayV is part of the family of negative strand RNA viruses which can cause fatal disease. Its emergence comes as public health officials around the world are still dealing with COVID-19, and of course, which has reportedly killed more than 6.4 million people. It's not known whether the pathogen can spread from human to human, according to researchers. Testing on animals in the affected areas revealed that 5% of dogs and 2% of goats had been infected. Shrews might be a key carrier of LayV, in as much as 27% tested positive. None of the 35 infected humans had close contact with each other or a common exposure history, Chuang said. Contact tracing indicated that no family members or other individuals exposed to the infected people had contracted the virus, so that's important to pay attention to as well. The Taiwanese CDC will work with agriculture regulators to study whether similar pathogens exist in species native to the self-governing island, Chuang said. The Chinese outbreak hasn't caused any deaths so far, he added. Chinese researchers discovered a novel henipavirus called Mojiang, and I can't say the name of that virus, or Moj-V, in 2013. Rats living in an abandoned copper mine in Yunnan province were found to be infected with the virus. 3 men who had been working in the mine fell ill with severe pneumonia. They died long before scientists arrived on scene, so no direct connection to Moj-V was confirmed. So I just want you to, keep your eye out on this. It could be nothing, like many of the others were. But there's just something tugging at me saying, yeah, this one you might want to watch. So we'll see. I hope, like anybody, we got enough on our plates. We definitely have enough on our plates. So anyway, I just wanted to give the heads up on this. Keep an eye on it. Who knows, who knows at this point what in the hell is on the bingo card next, right? All right, I hope you all have a good day. I hope to see you later on for the live show. Shalom.